All right, so if you chose this option, these are your spring predictions for spring of any year. These are general messages that may not resonate with everyone, but if it is meant for you, you'll stumble upon it or see it at the right time. Okay, so jumping right in, intuitively, I feel as though your spring is going to be lit. Like, just look at this. I feel as though your spring is going to be very vibrant, a lot of food, a lot of colors, a lot of bright lights. Some of you I'm picking up, you're going to end up going to carnivals or some sort of music festival. Others of you, there could be a certain event you could be going to. I'm even picking up on like birthday parties or baby showers. Some of you could be going to some sort of dinner party or engagement party. Others of you, I'm hearing you're going to be submersed in a lot of cultures, different cultures, new cultures, different people. So some of you are traveling to places you've never been, new places. So yeah, I feel as though your spring is going to be really fun. But let's take a look at your cards. So I'll put this up here. We have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you and not to you. And I also do want to point out that if the cards tell you you're going to travel internationally and you don't own a passport and you don't attempt to get a passport, it's not going to happen for you. So I just want to point that out because, you know, sometimes certain things don't fall in our lap. If Spirit is telling you you're going to have a lit and vibrant spring, you have to make the energy or take the effort. Make the effort to get out there. If your friends are inviting you out, go out, have fun. With this ever unfolding rose, it's cracked open, it's happening for you and not to you. So it's not just going to happen to you. It's not just going to fall in your lap. You need to go out and experience life. Enjoy the human experience. We have energies to meet the challenge of the desires resulting from the honesty and strength of Aries energy. So some of you could be Aries, sun, moon, or rising, or you could be dealing with someone in your life who's in Aries. Or to me, Aries just represents action. Aries is a very action-oriented sign. So again, this is confirming that you should take action towards having fun, trying new things. I just saw 222. If there are certain foods you haven't tried, go out and try it. You know what I mean? Try new languages, try new music, Spirit is wanting you to experience life. Spirit is saying what you think you know about life, you don't. Like, for everything you think you don't know nothing at all. Like, yeah, you may have seen certain places on TV, or maybe you may have been in certain places when you were little, but no, Spirit is saying that you need to get out and do more. And do it your own way. You know what I mean? Don't follow the trend or say, oh, everybody's doing this or going here, so I'm gonna do it too. Spirit is saying do it in your own way, but either way, Spirit is wanting you to live, which I see you doing come spring. We have conjunction, so you have the empowerment energy. This is combines with, enhances, strengthens, joins forces, activates, intensifies, authorizes, allies with, concentrates, saturates, overrides, and overwhelms. So I feel as though you're going to have the opportunity to do the things that you've been wanting to do with this empowerment energy. The universe is giving you a lot of support. The universe might even send in certain people or situations that will help your circumstance so that it'll allow you to do the things that you've been wanting to do, to have fun. Ooh, we have the numinous mystery. The unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmo, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghost, other world, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. So some of you, there might be a need for you to work with some amethysts. Others of you, I feel as though you could be a tarot reader like myself. You could have some sort of psychic ability or gift, spiritual gift, whether you realize it or not. And I also feel as though this spring, some of you are really going to be tapping into source and oneness, tapping into creator, or tapping into your intuition, or spirit could be urging you to do so. Some of you, I feel as though if you don't know that you have some sort of spiritual gift, I feel as though you're going to end up finding out. Possibly, I'm even hearing inspiration. Maybe something that you end up doing is going to trigger this spiritual awakening for some of you. Some of you, you might be into the occult. You have a lot of esoteric knowledge. You understand the universal laws, the universal truths, the cosmos. or you might be doing a lot of research or getting into a lot of this study moving forward. Let me take a sip of my water. Hold on. You're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So that's dope. We have money is not the root of evil or of happiness. It says the important subject of money and financial success is not the root of all evil, as many have quoted, nor is it the path to happiness. So when you are able to successfully control, when you are able to, I just read the same sentence twice, excuse me. So when you're able to successfully control something like the subject of money that affects most of you all day, every day, you will have accomplished something rather significant. For not only is it certain that your financial success must improve, but the evidence that success will then prepare you for deliberate improvement in every aspect of your life experience. So some of you, if you're having financial issues, maybe you've been wanting to travel, you've been wanting to try new things, do certain things, or whatever it is, or maybe you lack you feel as though you lack the resources. With this number 7 is my personal number of abundance, 777. Spirit is saying, don't feel bad in your pursuit of money, because money, it's not the root of all evil, and it's not the path to happiness either. Everything has a duality, you know what I mean? And ultimately, if you look at it in the sense that, like, we live in this monetary matrix system where you need money to have freedom, you need money to survive. So Spirit is saying, some of you, there might be a need for you to shift your ideologies or your perspective when it comes to money, because some of you, this could be hindering you in attracting money to in turn help you do the things that you've been wanting to do, to empower you. Know that you're protected by angels. It says you're cherished by angels. Some of you, again, look more amethyst. So definitely pick up some amethyst. You can even wear it. This is like an amethyst ring. So if you don't want to carry the physical rock around, you can wear it around, wear it as jewelry. We have you are limitless. Recognize this as truth. Or recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. So how dope is that? You have empowerment. It says you are limitless. So I definitely feel as though some of you, I'm even hearing social anxiety. I'm an introvert, so sometimes I just don't really have the energy to deal with large crowds or people sometimes. So I can, I can relate to some extent. But Spirit is saying that you're a limitless being. And once you recognize this truth, once you start recognizing your self-worth, and understand that you're protected, you can do anything you want to do. Some of you, maybe you're scared to travel by yourself or you're scared to travel, period. I feel as though Spirit is going to end up bringing you a sense of mental stability with this number 4. And I just saw 808. Some of you could be going to Hawaii or somewhere tropical as well for spring or spring break. Some of you with this rose, I feel as though you could be going somewhere where it's known for its flowers or for roses. Because I live in Portland, Oregon, and it's called the City of Roses. So something to that effect. You could be, as just to visit for spring. Others of you, like I say, you could be going to, literally, you could be going to Hawaii, or you could be just going somewhere tropical or like an island. Some of you could be going to the Caribbean. Tomato. Giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. Some of you could literally be, if you're pregnant, you could be due in spring. You could be having a spring baby, so congratulations. Others of you, this could be a new project. You're giving birth to a business. Others of you, this is just a new lifestyle. This is a new attitude. Some of you, you've undergone some sort of transformation. It's like you went into the cocoon as a caterpillar, and you're now coming out after your metamorphosis as a butterfly. And some of you, this is really taking you out of your comfort zone, or really pushing you out of your comfort zone, but in a positive way, because I feel as though some of you have been really shy, really reserved, really introverted. Some of you have been isolating yourself. And again, I can resonate, I can identify, because I'm a Virgo, so I'm the hermit. you already know. So I go into hibernation for winter, for fall and winter, more so winter, like my phone is off. I'm hibernating. I don't really go out, like, and then once the spring comes around, I like, you know, prepping myself to like introduce myself back into the world. So I feel as though this is the energy I'm picking up for a lot of you guys. Some of you, birds might be significant. Others of you, I feel as though I'm hearing three little birds. What's that song? That Bob Marley song? Three Little Birds. I forget how it goes right now. I'm low-key tired, so please forgive me. But some of you, I feel as though within the next 2 weeks, you're going to end up giving birth to something new, or again, coming out of isolation. And then last but not least, we have spiritual practice. So some of you, Spirit is wanting you to tap into some sort of spiritual practice on a consistent basis, be it meditation, Reiki, yoga, just something that can help you, that can help bring you more mental clarity and stability, especially if you're someone who's been suffering from anxiety or self-doubt or paranoia or whatever it is that you've been dealing with. Spirit is saying, tap into your spiritual practice. This can help bring a sense of calming or a sense of calm into your life. All right. Okay, so moving right along, I'm going to pull some channeled messages to see what else you can expect. Dang, that card's sticky. First, I'm going to pull some cards from my Angels Answers Oracle deck. If you would like a video reading much like this, you can check out my website. All of the links for that will be listed down below. www.jahantarotshop.com. See what else you need to know. It says it's up to you. Every day we have a choice as to whether we're going to sit there and moan and complain and be depressed, or whatever it is that you're facing. Or you have a choice to try to better yourself, to try to get out there, to focus on yourself, master your self-development. And even if it's help that you need to, if it's professional help that you need to seek, you're going to do so rather than, just being stuck in your misery. I just saw 222. So it's up to you. If you want to have a lit spring, it's up to you. Start planning. Set your intention. And what did I just say? Ask others for help. Or ask for help from others. I'm scrambling my words. So exactly, some of you, this could be on a professional scale. Maybe you might benefit from seeking some form of therapy. Some of you, this could be in a holistic spiritual form. Maybe you'll benefit from yoga, Reiki, consulting some sort of spiritual advisor. Others of you, this could even just be talking to family and friends, But ultimately, Spirit is saying it's up to you. So let's take a look at what else you can expect. This fell out. We have March. So the month of March could be significant for you, which makes sense because March is the start of spring, right? We have makeup and pretty makeup. So some of you, you could be makeup artists or work in the beauty industry. Or some of you, I feel as though if that's the field you work in, you're going to be very, very busy for spring, which makes sense because isn't that like what? Forgive my ignorance, I'm not sure, but isn't that like wedding season or something? But I don't know. I definitely feel as though you're going to be busy. We have look, busy but in a good way. What did I just say? Busy but in a good way. You can't make this up. Some of you, we have jewelry, tattoo, and piercing. So some of you, I feel as though you're going to end up getting jewelry or some sort of tattoo or piercing this spring. Some of you, this could be your first time. Some of the viewers watching could be plus size, tall, or thick. We have mailbox, message, and news. So some of you could be receiving some sort of mail or news that's significant for you in spring. We have friends, social life, and fun. How nice. So like I said, this confirms what I've been saying. This pile, you guys are going to have a very lit spring. So make it happen. Some of you, we have 6 to 8 weeks might be significant. Some of you, we have September, might be significant. We have 222, sudden change. So there's going to be some sort of sudden change coming in for spring for you guys. March. And then last but not least, we have Monday. So Monday could be significant. Maybe some of you are catching a flight on Monday, or, you know, however it may resonate. So that's what I'm picking up for you guys. Let me know if this made any sense in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoy your spring. Infinite abundance as always. And you guys will see me in your next reading. Bye. All right, so these are your spring predictions for spring of any year. These are still general messages that may not resonate with everyone, but if they're meant to resonate with you, you'll stumble upon this and see it at the right time. So intuitively, I'm picking up money because it's green, duh, right? So for spring, I'm picking up, some of you are going to end up getting some sort of payout or money or financial increase. Some of you also feel as though you could be an earth sign, or you could have a lot of earth in your chart, or you could meet someone who's an earth sign or dealing with someone who's a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Others of you, I feel as though you're going to end up getting grounded, or there's a need for you to get grounded. Some of you, I also feel as though you're going to be going out in nature, a lot of hiking or activities outside this spring. So let's take a look at your cards. Some of you could also live in the Pacific Northwest, or you could live in a very, I'm hearing forestry or vegetation. So somewhere where there's like a lot of lush vegetation or crops, or a lot of greenery. It says fill up your well. There's a need for you guys to retreat, rest, and refuel. So I see you guys doing this in the spring. Some of you could be wearing like, or maybe you like to wear summer dresses like that. Maybe some of you guys like to wear jewelry. Some of you could live in a place or be going to a place that has cacti. So think Las Vegas, Nevada. Think Utah, California, places like that. Somewhere like a desert. We have stir up the situation by using, be open to new ideas about, invent a way to. I'm hearing road trip randomly. Some of you could be going on a road trip. It says invent a way to. Uranus, tomato, an unusual example of a different way of looking at and an unexpected change. I hate saying that word because it just sounds like you're so childish. I know, sorry. But I feel as though there's going to be, Spirit is asking or calling for you to look at a situation from a different perspective. Spirit is wanting you to look at something or take a different way at looking at something, because I feel as though there's going to be an unexpected change that's going to have to cause you to look at it from a different perspective. It's all about how you see something. Is the glass half empty or is it half full? Speaking of glass, let me take a sip of my water. It says stir up the situation by using and be open to new ideas, invent a way to. So I get the sense that there's going to be a situation that you're going to have to come up with a solution or do something quick. And Spirit is saying you're going to have to be open to new ideas and invent something. Or some of you could come up with something this spring. We have Taurus, so you could be a Taurus. Again, more earth energy, or dealing with a Taurus. Someone who's very earthy, practical, steadfast, productive, and fertile. Some of you are very fertile, so if you're not wanting to get pregnant, be careful because there's a potential for pregnancy. Others of you, this could be fertile in the sense that maybe some of you are into gardening. I was hearing vegetation, agriculture. So some of you, I get the sense that maybe, I'm even hearing the cannabis industry. I live in Portland, Oregon, so, you know, that's normal here. So some of you, you know, if that applies, is applicable to your situation, that's totally you. Some of you could work on a farm, or you could be planning getting your crops going in the spring, which I intend to as well. So you get to have 4 plants in the state of Oregon. So but I digress. Some of you could be planting flowers or fruit. And I feel as though if you do this, I feel as though there's going to be a harvest for you at the end of the summer. Others of you, this could, if it doesn't deal with planting and gardening, this could be in reference to a creative project. Ooh, some of you, this could be in reference to a relationship. We have 5th house energy, passion. So some of you, we have performance, entertainment, creativity, costume, play, love affairs, passion, pleasure, parties, children, humor, romance, disco ball. So again, it says fertile and it says children. So if you are not trying to get pregnant this spring, you know what to do. We're grown. But some of you, I definitely feel as though you're going to be meeting someone. Some of you, this is someone you already know. Maybe you guys are going to amusement parks together. You're going to outings, carnivals. What are those things? State fairs. Some of you could be going to the fair. Some of you, I definitely feel as though you're going to be tapping into your creativities. Others of you, I feel as though you might end up meeting someone new. And some of you might end up meeting this person when you're out and about at a party or at an event. And I feel as though you're going to end up having a love affair with this person. Some of you, I feel as though you're going to be performing, especially if you're an artist or do something in a creative capacity. Some of you could be performing in front of people at an event or at the state fair or something to that effect. Or watching a performance at an event. Some of you are picking up like Coachella or like you going to a music festival, Burning Man, you know, shit like that. We have light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. So some of you, with this light and love, I mean, you could be a light worker. You could be a tarot reader like myself. Use some sort of modality or form of divination. Have esoteric knowledge, occult knowledge, use your intuition. Maybe some of you spread your light and love through your creativity or whatever it is that you're doing or will be doing come spring. Life is always working out for me. And I like understanding that things are always evolving. And while there are many things that could be better where I am, it is not really a problem because where I am is constantly changing to something better. I like knowing that as I look for the best things around me where I am, those things become more prevalent in my experience. It is fun to know that things are always working out for me. And as I watch for the evidence of that, I see more evidence of that every day. How beautiful is that? So I get the sense that you guys will be shifting into a more positive mindset. And this is definitely going to end up helping you manifest whatever it is that you desire. Some of you with this watching clouds, lie back, rest and relax. I definitely feel as though you guys are taking time out to rest and relax. And if you haven't considered this, Spirit is telling you or urging you to do so. I mean, the message is clear as day. Retreat, rest and refuel, lie back, rest and relax. Some of you, there might be a need for you to take some time out, drink some chaga tea, read some books, revise, knowledge or learn new knowledge. But I definitely feel as the Spirit is wanting you to chill. It says, be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So I feel as though you are someone you're dealing with this spring could express how they feel about you. This is expressions of love. Some of you, I feel as though you're going to be hanging out by the river or lake a lot. I live in Portland, Oregon, so like we do the river float. So fun. So I feel as though a lot of you guys might end up doing that. With the butterfly energy, I definitely feel as though some of you guys are, there's going to be some sort of metamorphosis or transitioning, a change from one phase of your life into the next. But yeah, I definitely feel as though you guys are going to be spending a lot of time watching the sunset by water this spring and summer. And there's a need for you to believe in magic. This means or translates to being optimistic, True magic is abounding in your life. And again, it brings us back to this card. Life is always working out for me. Get into your positive affirmations. I like to use the erasable markers. Don't use permanent to write on the mirror like positive affirmations. Money is always flowing to me easily and effortlessly. Good things are always happening. You can even try journaling or scripting or creating a vision board. Some of you, I'm hearing, if you have a vision board this spring, a lot of what is on your vision board is going to end up coming into fruition because you manifested it. And with this acceptance, I feel as though you just have to manifest by accepting and being appreciative and being blissful. Some of you, I feel as though you're going to be eating a lot of fruit, or there might be a need for you to do a fruit cleanser diet. I'm hearing keto or paleo, fruit, fish, and veggies, I think. All right. So moving right along, I'm going to pull some angel answers, messages for you guys for spring. See what else you guys need to know. And I do offer video readings, so if you would like one much like this, you can check out my website. Links for that will be listed down below, www.jahantarotshop.com. What else you need to know for the spring? Wow, you guys got this too. Look for a sign. And this situation will improve. Some of you might see numbers sequences, 222s, 111, 777, 888, feathers, messages through songs. The other pile got this, so I'm going to do it again. And just know that whatever you're currently going through or facing, this situation will improve come spring or by the end of spring. It will improve. So just have faith. Be optimistic. I'll get one more. Ooh. Okay, I'll go through these really quickly. We have within the next few weeks, and you're ready. There's something better. Take action and reconsider. And then again, this situation will improve. So I'll take that. So those messages could be for some of you, and it says there's a need for you to get more information. So again, do some research, read more books. Some of you, if there's a challenging situation you're going through, Spirit is saying if you get more information, it will help you improve the situation. Because, you know, that makes sense because knowledge is power. So you can apply that to whatever situation you're dealing with. So let's see what else you need to know. These are some channeled messages. Spring predictions for the viewer. If you would like a video reading, like I said, links for that will be listed down below if I didn't already mention. All right, let's take a look at what is coming your way for spring. Some of you will be finalizing a divorce or separation. Some of you, I feel as though you might end up locking your hair or some sort of natural hairstyle. So maybe you might be changing your hairstyle in general, getting it dyed, getting it cut, getting it braided. We have ancestors, genealogy, and roots. So some of you could be looking into your ancestry, your bloodline, your roots this spring, or finding something out about your ancestry. Some of you, I feel as though you're attracting new people, both lovers and friends. So both in a platonic and romantic sense in spring, especially if you're single. Some of you, the month of February could be significant. We have stagnant or bored, 444. So if you've been feeling stagnant or bored, just know that there's change coming because it literally says major change. So if you've been stagnant or bored, there's major change coming for you. Some of you might see 444 a lot, and that's double confirmation. We have July. The month of July might be significant for some of you. We have August. I was born in August 31st, 1988. Shout out to all my Virgo twins, my birthday twins, gang gang. I'm a Leo in Vedic astrology. Shout out to Leo. We have busy, but in a good way. So some of you will be busy, but in a good way come spring. All right, we're nearing the end of the reading. We have facial hair, mustache, and beard. This could be you. Shout out to my male viewers, or if you're dealing with someone, this is someone who has facial hair coming in. Some of you, you're curvy. You have a big butt or boobs, or this is how someone could view you. This is how the world views you. And then last but not least, we have Thursday. So Thursday could be significant. Ooh, that was fun. So this is what I'm picking up for you guys. The situation will improve. I wish you guys an amazing spring. I hope you guys get out there and do what you love. I hope this inspires you guys and sparks something in you that just, helps with your self-mastery and progression in life. You guys will catch me in your next reading, Infinite Abundance. Make sure you click the bell and subscribe. Bye. These are your spring predictions for spring of any year. These are general messages still, so they may not resonate with everyone, but if it's meant to resonate with you, you'll stumble upon it and see it at the right time. So just jumping right in intuitively, I'm picking up on a very mature energy. So even if you're not older in age, you could be someone who's very mature for their age, or I get the sense that this spring is going to be like that bridge where you cross from one phase of your life into the next. Some of you, I feel as though, as far as activities for spring, I see you doing things that are more upscale. So I'm picking up like on wine tasting, horseback riding, horse races. I'm hearing Monaco for some reason, Prague, Rodeo Drive, stuff like that, like going shopping at higher end boutiques, first class. Like I'm just picking up on a really bougie energy with this option. And if this isn't you already, this is what you're aspiring to be. Some of you could be wine connoisseurs, or I'm even picking up like trying new things as well. And something about silver. Maybe you wear a lot of silver, or silver could be significant for spring. Okay, so let's take a look here at your cards. It says Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, and Teacher. So some of you could be some sort of like a beauty influencer, fashion. You could be in the entertainment industry. Some of you could do something in women's health or women's beauty, or you work within, like you work with women. Maybe you're a feminist. With this beauty and devotion, like I said, maybe you do something within the beauty realm. With priestess, mystic, and teacher, maybe you're a Reiki master, yoga. Maybe you teach tarot. Or some of you could be participating in some sort of spiritual retreat with females, or just a spiritual retreat period in spring. We have defend, accept, let your feelings tell you how, moon energy, the nurturing of feelings caused by and reaction. So I feel as though whatever it is that you're going to end up doing in spring is really, I'm hearing, it's going to get to the root of the cause. Some of you, I feel as though whatever it is that you're doing in the spring is going to help you, or you're taking time out to nurture yourself, so to speak. Some of you also, I'm picking up from whenever you see this, possibly within the next under the next full moon, or possibly within the next month is when you end up going to this retreat. Some of you, I also feel as though you're going to be putting more time into your beauty regimen or into your well-being and yourself in general. And some of you, you have the potential to teach women or to be a teacher, especially if you have any mystic or esoteric occult knowledge or spiritual gift. You have the ability to lead others. And some of you with this moon energy, I feel as though there might be a need for you to start tapping into your intuition more, which I see you doing in spring. So some of you are traveling, you're catching flights for spring. Some of you could be a Sagittarius, have a lot of that in your chart, or you could be dealing with someone who's a Sagittarius or meeting someone new who's a Sagittarius. But I definitely feel as though, again, you guys are someone who's very philosophical. With this independent energy, some of you could be doing a lot of solo traveling or just doing things on your own this spring. So maybe when you're going to events, maybe if you go to a museum, for instance, you just do it yourself. You'll go by yourself, you know, stuff like that. I feel as though this is, you consider this risk taking because maybe this is something that you're not used to or something you've never done. But I feel as though you're being very, very bareback. You're being very, very risky. Because I feel as though you're wanting to experiment. You're tapping into this very happy-go-lucky, and you're seeking adventure. You're being very boundless. You're taking, or you're ridding of any self-righteous attitudes or any self-limiting beliefs, or restricting belief systems. And I feel as I'm picking up on a very free-spirited vibe for this spring. Some of you, like, I'm picking up on a very like eclectic, very dope. Maybe like your head is tatted, or maybe you're planning to do something that's unconventional. Maybe you're getting some sort of face tattoo, or you're getting henna, or you're getting tattoos or piercings. I just feel as though you're doing something unconventional. You're just being a free spirit. And it's crazy. Didn't I say something about horseback riding? So some of you could be going horseback riding for sure. Excuse me. We have 7th house energy. So this is actually one of the first piles that really focuses on love, that highlights love. Some of you, I definitely feel as though you're going to be meeting someone new. We have partners, companionships, best friends, marriage, relationships, opposition, equilibrium, sharing, communion, justice, balance, and social awareness. I'm hearing social soldier or social warrior. So some of you, this is you or someone you're meeting could be this way. Maybe there's someone who fights for what they believe in. They go to protest, they rally, you know, that kind of energy. They fight for social imbalance or social injustice. Or they fight against social engineering, something to that effect. It could be you or this person. There's some sort of social awareness. Some of you, this could be a friend who you're taking things to the next level with, but I definitely feel as though there's going to be love and partnerships being formed this spring. We have sun being. So yeah, you guys, I definitely feel as though you're going to be in your essence. I feel as though there's going to be this burst of energy in this spring. And I can relate because I live in Portland, Oregon. And actually, when you look it up, statistically, the Pacific Northwest has some of the highest suicide rates because of the sunlight we get here. Like, we get barely none, and it rains every day, and it's like so depressing. And I remember I had a roommate once that like it used to get to him so much that we had to like go out and get him a happy lamp because no sunshine. So I feel as though with this spring energy coming around, some of you are going to be spring cleaning, and like with this burst of sunshine, it's just going to give you this invigorating energy. You know what I mean? Especially if you live in an area or region where it's really cold and gloomy and dark and shit. You know, I mean, I love Portland, but it gets really, really dark. So it can be really, really depressing. So some of you, I feel as though you're gonna, with this is really positive. Some of you, I also feel as though you could be visiting your father or going back to your father's place of origin. Some of you could be mending issues with a father figure come this spring. We have essence, energy, self-awareness, life force, spirit, creativity, honor, masculinity, distinction, childishness, ego, individuality, solitude, expression, self-sufficiency, shine, heartbeat, and father. Some of you, your creativity is coming back because of all of this energy that you're getting. And we have social awareness and self-awareness. So I feel as though some of you are coming into a point where you're going to be more socially aware and more self-aware this spring. Maybe some of you are getting more involved in political issues or you know, going to events that pertain to certain issues in reference to society or to help humanity. Others, I'm picking up there's going to be a sense of balance restored in your life. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra, or this could be you. Independent, and we have independent, and then we have what's the key word I was looking for? Individual. No, it was independent and something else that kind of was speaking to you, just being independent pretty much. But let me move on. It's just talk to your angels. Spirit is saying, instead of worrying, it's, you know, ask for divine guidance. You know, instead of wasting your energy on worrying, you know, pray. Never underestimate the power of prayer. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. We have, I will tell my story as I want it to be. If you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that your life will become the ever-improving story. For by the power, or the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is, like unto itself, is drawn. It must be, right? So there's a need for you to tell a better story. So instead of constantly complaining about your life, which honestly, for this energy I'm picking up, this isn't what I'm picking up for you guys. You guys are a free spirit. You guys are very, very optimistic. And again, if you're not already in this energy, Spirit is encouraging you to tap into that, because this will be of great benefit to you come spring. Yeah, it says surrendering to the journey. It says release control. Some of you, there could be travel by or over water as well. Or some of you could be going on a boat. I'm even hearing fishing. Receiving with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Some of you might end up receiving some sort of a gift. And we have a snowflake. So again, this kind of confirms what I was saying. Some of you are you're kind of like, bye snow, I'll see you next year. Like, you're just happy the cold weather is kind of phasing out, and you know, you're kind of basking in the warmth of spring. Like you really feel an energy shift. Even if you're not someone who's very intuitive, like when spring comes around, everybody feels that shift. And I feel as though you're going to be enjoying this. And with this receive with love and appreciation, I feel as though you're going to be receiving a lot of help or compliments, or just people wanting to give their energy to you this spring. So don't be afraid to receive that with appreciation. And then we have flying free. I unfurl my wings and fly. How amazing is this? So again, you are a very free spirit. Some of you are definitely flying this spring. Some of you are flying to a mountainous area, or flying away from a place where a lot of mountains. So maybe you're going somewhere warm for the spring. Others of you, metaphorically, I feel as though you're letting go of any self-imposed limitations, any anxiety, any stress, any fear or worry, and you're literally flying free, period. And last but not least, it says surrender. This is crazy. Wow. What a message. I mean, come on now. Like, need I explain more? Need I explain more? It says surrender. And I feel as though some of you are doing so. You're letting go of worry, fear, and you're surrendering to the journey of life, so to speak. You're not, you understand, or you're coming to the realization, some of you are getting the epiphany that whatever happens or doesn't happen is ultimately for higher a reason. Some of you are seeing things from a higher perspective. Like I said, I was picking up a sense of maturity with this option. Some of you have been through the ringer. You've been able to learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others. Some of you may have gone through some sort of spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul, and so you're finally coming out of that in spring. So you're like, hell no, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to stick my hand in fire. I feel it. And look, I can't make this shit up. Look, I have goosebumps. Abundance for spring. Because you find some of you learned or paid off karmic debts and lessons, and you're recovering. Oh, I just love when the cards just align and just tie the story in. Let's see what else you can expect for spring. I do offer video readings. If you would like one, you can check out my website, www.jahantarotshop.com. All of the links for that will also be listed down below. So let's see what else you can expect. These are channeled messages, ASMR. Oh, dang, I got a lot. Look, you got a, yeah, you have a lot coming. Some of you, I'm picking up on this boho, hippie, and earthy vibe, or this is how the world could perceive you. You could even be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or meet one. We have major change coming in for you for spring. And there's going to be good news. Some of you are getting some sort of important news or important messages, and it's going to be good. It's going to be really good news for you. So get excited. Some of you, you could be dealing with someone of a different race or ethnicity coming into your life this spring. And there's going to be a change of residence or a home or house for some of you this spring. We have direct deposit online money. So some of you are going to end up making money online this spring, if not already. And if you already make money online, I feel as though you're going to end up making even more. Your ancestors are with you. Some of you, I feel as though you're going to be learning more about your ancestry, your genealogy, your bloodline, and your roots this spring. Maybe you might end up tapping into some sort of knowledge. We have some advanced spiritual path. So again, you guys are on an advanced spiritual path. You guys, like I said, you may have undergone some sort of spiritual awakening. You are on the right path. So that's really nice to know. Some of you are ending a cycle and you're passing exams. You graduated. Some of you, if this doesn't represent literally like going in school, this could be in a metaphorical sense. You, like I said, you graduated, learning lessons, karmic lessons. You guys are standing up for yourself and you're setting boundaries finally. This is a hard lesson some of you had to learn. You have to learn the hard way, I'm hearing. There's going to be some sort of sudden or unexpected change coming in for you guys. We have 222, sudden change again. So this pile, a lot of sudden change coming in for you guys for spring. So get ready, but it's going to be positive. Some of you, the month of February could be significant. We have R&R, taking time out, vacation. So some of you definitely going on a vacation, taking time out to rest and relax this spring. And with this mundane energy, Spirit is saying sometimes you just need to take some time out to enjoy the human experience. Understand that you're in this time and space for a reason. We have snakes, hidden enemies, etc. So be careful of that. But just know that you are protected. So what did I say? Some of you with this jewelry, tattoos, and piercings, maybe you're getting jewelry, tattoo, and piercings this spring, if not already. Maybe you're getting more. We have flashy, designer, and high-end. What did I say? What did I say? I feel as though this pile is really bougie, like very mature. If you don't have the money or the abundance to buy designer wear and shit, not that it matters, but hey, you know, you want to look fly. I'm a Virgo, so you know, Virgo shit. I feel as though you guys are going to end up buying designer items and shit. Dope. This spring, very high end. And then some of you, maybe you're doing this because you're attending some sort of event, so you're going to need to dress to the nines. All right, so this is what I'm picking up for you guys. Enjoy your recovery this spring. Let me know if this made any sense in the comments, and per usual, you guys will see me in your next reading. Infinite abundance always. Bye. All right, these are your spring predictions for spring of any year. These are general messages that may not resonate with everyone, but if it's meant to resonate with you, you'll stumble upon it or see it at the right time. So jumping right in, I have some intuitive messages. So you were drawn to this blue. I feel as though you could possibly be going somewhere where there's like really turquoise or teal water. You know what I mean? Like Tahiti, or you know, like water that's like really, really clear, like in the Bahamas. Others of you, I feel as though you could either be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, have a lot of that in your chart, or you could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, have a lot of that in your chart, or you could potentially end up meeting someone new, especially if you're single. That's one of those signs. So let's take a look at your cards. We'll do that. We have you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So if you've been contemplating something right now, or if you've been wondering whether or not You should go ahead with something. If you've been second guessing, whatever it is that you've been wondering, just know that you are already, whatever it is that you're already doing, Spirit is saying stop overthinking it and just stick with it, because apparently you're on the right path. It says service to others. What is good for us? Your work, 6th house energy. As a full-time job, serving, do it a little at a time. Ooh, I can't talk. Some of you, there may be a need for you to work on your throat chakra, because this is the color of the throat chakra. So some of you may have issues with speaking up, and I feel as though there might be communication or a chance for you to communicate in the spring. Some of you, this could be in reference to a job situation. Some of you, there might be a need for you to slowly transition your hobby into a full-time job. Some of you are born entrepreneurs, so I feel as though I'm even picking up randomly, like some of you, I feel as though I'm like work study, or maybe you're taking time off from work to go study abroad or work abroad. But some of you, I definitely feel as though some sort of service to others. Some of you also with this food, I feel as though there's going to be a lot of food this spring. So I don't know if like you're going to end up going out to eat a lot, or just like food festivals or something of that nature. Some of you could even work as servers right now. Maybe that's your full-time job, and Spirit is saying whatever it is that you do in a creative capacity, or a side hustle or a talent or skill, you could literally turn that into your own business or your own full-time job, or you can turn that into a business that is very lucrative, that can ultimately end up earning you passive income and earn you a full-time income to where you can quit your job. So, but Spirit is saying you might need to do it a little at a time. So if you've been contemplating starting your own business or project, there you go. We have 12th house, surrender. So there might be a need for you to surrender, let go, and let God pretty much. Because some of you, it says, literally says stop overthinking. Like, look, you can't make this shit up. So there's a need for you to stop overthinking. Some of you, we have subconscious mind, compassion, dreams, karma, forgiveness, baggage, trance states, the unseen, healing, spiritual development, guilt, prayer, and Akashic records. Some of you, like the Dalai Lama said, holding on to grudges is like holding on to hot coals. In turn, what do? You burn yourself. So some of you, there could be certain situations or people that you're holding or clinging on to, and whether you realize it or not, because it literally says unseen, you don't realize that this is detrimental to you. So Spirit is saying some of you, there might be a need for you to work on cutting any negative cords of attachment, work on doing some sort of shadow work. Or I feel as though there's something that's going to end up happening in the spring that's going to end up triggering this awakening or epiphany into you or in you, that will end up uncovering some sort of treasure chest once you clear those issues. Some of you, there might be a need for you to work with some rose quartz. And others of you, just as you take a shower or you get into any body of water, do that with the intention that as the water washes you, that you're washing away any negativity, any self-doubt, any generational trauma, and that you're really forgiving yourself. Because some of you, I definitely feel as though you have some sort of inherited issues. Some of you, Spirit is even recommending seeking professional help, like counseling or psychotherapy. But some of you, there's a need for you to forgive. And I feel as though if you can do so with this Akashic records, the universe is going to open some sort of unlimited knowledge to you. It'll be beyond your wildest dreams. And this is coming in after your spiritual development. So whatever it is that you're working on for spring will really, really help. I'm hearing transcend, or really, really help with your spiritual development. Ooh, we have 9th house, seeking. So definite travel. So if you don't have a passport, definitely it's time to get your passport, renew your passport, pack your passport, get packing, because we have foreign travel coming up for you. Some of you are going on an adventure. Some of you, this is the purpose of higher education. So like I was picking up, some of you for spring, I'm hearing work study, work abroad, or you're going somewhere in the pursuit of knowledge. So maybe you're just going to live amongst some tribe just to gain more knowledge about that particular tribe. Some of you could be studying anthropology, sociology, psychology. Some of you study human nature, linguistics, archaeology, shit like that. Some of you, this could be because you're in school. Maybe you're literally doing it to get your credits, or some of you are just doing this because I just saw 555. You're just doing this as a life mission. Maybe this is something that you've been wanting to do all your life. We have customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimage, spiritual quest. Yeah, so some of you, this is a spiritual quest. If you, for a specific group of you, if you're Muslim, maybe some of you could be going to Mecca for Hajj, with the camel energy. Some of you could be going somewhere with where there are camels. So somewhere where there's like a desert terrain. Think Dubai, somewhere like in Morocco, the Middle East, you know, somewhere along those lines. Could be for a specific group of you. Others of you could be going to Egypt. Some of you could be traveling somewhere within the United States. Think Las Vegas, Nevada, Utah, California. Gosh, anywhere, you know, you get my point. Anywhere with like a desert terrain. Some of you are traveling for teaching. Some of you, this is what you're aspiring to do. And Spirit is saying the potential is there for you. Some of you are doing this for journalism. We have religion. So some of you, again, maybe you're Muslim, maybe you're, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing it for a spiritual reason. Some of you with this guru, maybe you're a blogger, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you're a travel blogger, maybe you're doing it to get content. You know, others of you, maybe you have a website, but I definitely feel as though with this risk taking, if you haven't considered taking risks, scared money don't make no money. It's time to take risks because the potential is there for you, especially if you've been aspiring to do this. We have teaching. What did I say? I can't make this up. You inspire young people to learn. So some of you, there's a potential for you to teach, especially teach abroad. It says what if can't talk. What if everything was always working out for me? Some of you are contemplating traveling. You're looking at itinerary, you're looking at flights, booking.com. I'm not even going to say nobody's website because they ain't sponsoring me yet. But anyways, I definitely feel as though Spirit is saying, what if everything was working out for you? Maybe this is the mindset you need to adapt instead of constantly thinking about what's not going to work out and what's going to happen and you this and that. Like I remember, I just put out a video and somebody was like, yeah, I'm not traveling because of the coronavirus. Well, okay, Truman. Okay, don't. But I mean, the world won't stop. You know what I mean? People will still travel. People will still live their life. You know what I mean? You know, what if everything was working out for you? It says when you play the what if game, look for things that make you feel better. There is never a situation in which there is not a way out. But out of habit, most people continue to choose the lack perspective until they eventually find themselves where it seems that there are no more choices. Some people are just so negative to where they just end up pushing themselves into a negative situation, self-inflicted. But as you hold to your intention to look for evidence of well-being and thriving and success and happiness, you will tune yourself to the vibration of those things. And so those kinds of good feeling experiences will dominate your life. So again, what if everything was always working out for you? Sometimes it's all about perspective. It's how do you see the glass of water, half full or half empty? We have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life this spring. So get excited. Some of you, rainbows might even be synchronistic for you. Some of you, I feel as though you might end up going to like a festival or carnival of some sort, a parade this spring. Some of you, I'm even hearing like Peru, or some of you might be going to a very mountainous region where there's like a lot of mountains. Some of you, I'm also hearing rock hounding. Some of you might be going mining or rock hounding. We have consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. You know, once cuffing season is over, some people start to feel like, you know, they're bored within a relationship. They want to move on. Some people feel as though they want to be single. Some of you with this, consider your foundation. Some of you might end up moving in the spring, or you might be contemplating or moving in the spring. Some of you might even be contemplating, I'm hearing like 6 months. So maybe going out of the country for 6 months. We have savoring pleasure. I fully embrace bliss in my life. And I see you doing just that this spring, honestly. Some of you are taking time out to enjoy music, fine dining and wine, pastries, chocolate. Some of you will be getting flowers, so you might be dating. Some of you with this mirror, I feel as though you might be doing something in reference to your appearance or your look. Some of you might end up going shopping. So again, with this bubble bath, some of you might be in the need for a spiritual bath. Again, as you shower, as you wash yourself, if it could be in a lake, a river, even in the shower at home. As the water touches you, set your intention that you're releasing anything that no longer adds value to your life. And just keep doing that until you feel lighter. And I feel as though come spring, there's going to be a lot of delight. Some of you, I feel as though you like to wear a lot of jewelry, or you wear crystals and stuff. but I feel as though there's going to be a lot of laughter and fun for you coming in. So that's really dope. That's exciting. All right, so I'm going to pull some messages from our Angels Answers Oracle cards. And if this is making any sense, let me know in the comments. I love to hear how these resonate with people. And if you would like a video reading much like this, you can check out my website, www.johantarotshop.com. All of the links for that will be listed down below per usual, as well as a list of all of the cards that I use in case you're curious. So let's see. Look for a sign and ask for help from others. Some of you, there might be, you might start seeing feathers or hearing things through music, 5 different people telling you the same thing and isolated it. Like, you know, at some point, it's not a coincidence, it's a pattern. So Spirit is saying, look for a sign. And also Spirit is going to end up sending you a lot of helpful people, or sending a lot of helpful people your way. Sending a lot of helpful people your way. Woo! Woo-wee. Gibber jabbish. So let's see what else you guys can expect for spring. I'll get some from the bottom. Okay. So for some of you, I just saw 222 when I looked up. August might be significant. I was born in August 31st, 1988. Shout out to all my Virgos. You already know, gang, gang. We have Thursday. Thursday could be significant. I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo in Vedic astrology, so shout out to my Leos. We have freelance entrepreneur. So some of you, you're going to end up making money through your own creative talents. You're a born entrepreneur. We have 666, 777, 888, and 999. So that confirms a look for a sign. Some of you, this is because you're vibing at a higher frequency. So that's why you're seeing the higher numbers. Some of you, we have past exams and graduation. So maybe, hey, you passed your exams and shit, or maybe after spring, I don't know. I feel as though there's going to be some sort of pass or win. Some of you are going to end up getting married or taking a relationship to the next level or stage. We also have a change in your relationship status, a new relationship. So, I mean, that definitely confirms that. And then some of you, we see travel for work, collaboration. So what did I say in the beginning? Some of you, I definitely feel as though there's going to be some sort of work study, travel for work, whatever. I definitely feel as though there's going to be collaborations as well. Some of you also, we also have proposals in business and love, and proposals in business and in love coming in. So some of you are definitely getting engaged this spring. Potentially that'll lead to marriage. And last but not least, some of you, I feel as though you're going to be trying new hobbies, picking up a new hobby, a new skill or a trade. And some of you could even be tapping into some sort of talent, or maybe you possess some sort of talent that you're going to be showing off, or that's going to bring you abundance or attention this spring. So this is what I'm picking up for you guys for spring. I hope you guys have a really fun one. Let me know if this made any sense in the comments. I'm wishing you guys infinite abundance, and you guys will see me in your next reading. Bye.